In a quiet neighborhood where time seemed to move a little slower and memories clung to the air like the scent of old books, lived a man named Thomas. A retired teacher with silver hair and kind eyes, Thomas had only one wish every year on his birthday: to hear the voice of his son, David, on the other end of the phone. David was his pride and joy, a brilliant young man who had worked his way through university and was now a rising star in the corporate world. Ever since David had moved to the city, life had become a whirlwind of meetings, deadlines, and endless ambition. Calls became shorter, visits became rarer. But Thomas, ever the patient father, waited, always believing that on his birthday, at least, David would remember. At first, the calls came, brief, rushed, but filled with affection. Then, over time, they grew less frequent. Some years, David would forget and call the next day with an apology. Other years, there would be a short text, a quick, "Happy B-Day, Dad," typed between meetings. But still, Thomas hoped. Every year, he would sit beside the phone, dressed neatly, sometimes even baking a small cake just for himself, waiting for that one ring to remind him that he mattered. Then came his 70th birthday. That morning, Thomas looked at his reflection and whispered, "This year, I won't call him first." It was a decision heavy with sorrow, not out of anger, but from a deep, aching weariness. He placed the phone on the table and watched as the day passed slowly. Morning turned to afternoon. Afternoon faded into evening, and still, no call. David was, as always, busy. That particular day, he had a major presentation, several client meetings, and a dinner with potential investors. His calendar was full, his mind consumed. He noticed the date, paused for a moment, and thought, "I'll call Dad tomorrow. He'll understand." But the next day came, and then the next. Days turned into weeks. Thomas, true to his word, didn't reach out. And David, caught in the rhythm of his fast-paced life, didn't notice the silence until one quiet night, several months later. He was scrolling through his phone when he stumbled across a voice note from over a year ago. It was Thomas, cheerful and warm. "Hey son, just calling to say how proud I am of you. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Call me when you can. No rush. Love you." Something in David cracked. He sat in silence, the voice echoing in the room like a memory too precious to touch. Guilt surged. He picked up the phone and called no answer. He called again. Still nothing. In a panic, he drove the 4 hours to his father's home, only to find it empty. Thomas had moved to a care facility weeks ago after a small fall, with no one to help him at home. David's heart sank. He visited him immediately. Thomas, frailer but still with that soft smile, welcomed him with open arms. No blame, no questions, just love. That moment changed everything for David. He realized that success meant nothing